Hey, Jacket fans, welcome to the Calhoun Show.
Say hey, Yellow Jacket fans, welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, congratulations on an outstanding 34-6 victory. Wow.
Yeah, I was really pleased, obviously, with the way the game went. I thought the first quarter and a half was as good a game we've played in a long time. We got a little sloppy at the end, second part of the second quarter, but especially offensively, I was really pleased. We had two 80-yard drives, I think, first two times we had the ball, and I can't say enough about the defense. They held, I think they had 29 rushing yards on 28 carries and forced them to throw the football, and they couldn't throw it very well. So, I kudos to our defensive staff and our offensive staff for getting the kids ready to play.
That may have been the best prepared Calhoun football team I've seen in a while. Everything that you worked on in practice, it seemed like you just executed it again on Friday night. What a nice feeling as a coaching staff to walk off the field and say, wow, what we worked on, they performed at a high level on Friday night.
Yeah, our kids, for some reason, they were really, really ready to play, and I think it had a lot to do with last year and
yes,
how we got embarrassed at Carrollton. But, I know Carrollton wasn't the same team as last year, but they still had a pretty good football team. And I know they're 0-3, but they played three pretty good football teams. And but I was real pleased with the way our kids prepared. I thought they were ready to go from the get-go, and real pleased with especially offensively after the start we had last week, and we got better this week offensively, and defensively we continued to play well.
Your first three possessions, as you just mentioned, two 80-yard drives and then a 6-play drive, and next thing you know, you're up 20-6. And probably one of the more humorous moments of the game was the wide-open two-point conversion.
Yeah.
that did not succeed, but it was just one of those hurry-up situations. You're up 20-6. Wow, what a start to the game.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed at halftime because I thought we should have been up 35-3. We were up 20-6 and had the ball 40-yard line or so, and we petered out a little bit, I guess you'd say, and didn't play well that last half of the quarter. A little sloppy, but I thought our kids played extremely well for most of the game.
Number two, Terrell was a non-factor in the game, one of the fastest kids in the state of Georgia on a football field or a track. Will Conley, I don't know how many tackles he had, but the one thing he did every play was set the edge to where defensive pursuit just closed down any cutback lanes.
Well, he and Thomas Lester are a very important part of our defense, in setting the edge like you're talking about, and I thought they both did a good job. We never let two. He almost got loose one time, and Thomas made a great tackle.
Yes.
But we never got him, never let him loose. And we knew we had to get him before he got going. And I think we beat the offensive lineman to the punch. I think we won the trenches game, and I think our defensive line and linebackers played extremely well.
You won both line of scrimmages on both sides of the ball. It was just outstanding. The reason the guys came out so focused was the prevailing comment to me from the players on the field after the game was, we really wanted 42. We really wanted 42. Last year's game was in the minds of a lot of these players.
Yeah, it was, and sometimes motivation helps you a good bit, and I think it was in the back of our kids' mind. But it's a different team and a different year, but we played extremely well, and I'm real pleased with the way we played.
Calhoun Riley rushes for 136 yards. I know we got to take a couple sacks out of there for net losses. Threw the ball really well. 262 yards of rushing offense for the Yellow Jackets. Pretty clean game penalty-wise. Only one turnover for us. The black shirts took two turnovers from them. And I guess we must mention number 5, Austin Bennett, outrunning the entire Carrollton team from, when he intercepted it approximately to 35 and goes back 65 yards to the house for a pick 6.
Well, Austin's a great football player. He, as I've said before, he's not the biggest on the team, but he's very physical for his size, and he's played very well these first 2 games.
You mentioned earlier that Carrollton had played 3 good teams. They'd played 5A Cal, 6A Noonan. Now they've played a really good AAA team called Calhoun. We out-physicaled them, just took the game to them, and I'm sure there were quite a few players on that Carrollton bench would have probably gotten on the bus at the beginning of the 4th quarter and gone home.
Yeah, I thought we were very physical.
Yes.
I thought we won that part of the game, and I wasn't surprised, but you see them warm up, and I said, Lord, who scheduled this game? But I had no idea the outcome would be like it was last night, and that's a credit to our players and our coaching staff.
My phone was blowing up with text messages as the game was winding down, and the prevailing thought or prevailing message was, I didn't expect this. I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I don't think as a coaching staff we didn't either. We thought it'd be a really, really tight game because they really look good on film. But our kids just came out and really won both sides of the ball as far as in the trenches. And when you're physical up front on both sides of the ball, you got a chance. And I can't remember the last time we've rushed for 260 yards. To be honest with you, it's going to be we're a different type team than we have been in the past. And we got 2 good running backs, and you throw Calhoun in there as a 3rd running back, and then we got some good receivers. We got a good offensive line, and we got a chance if we continue to get better.
Robbie's Raiders dominated their defensive front. And as you said, you look at this team all dressed in white. They passed the eye test pretty well. I love those all-black uniforms. We passed the eye test pretty well too, Coach.
Yeah, I think we do too. And I thought Carrollton had some good-looking linemen and skilled people, good-looking skilled people. Number 9 was a 6'4" wideout. It's just they got some good-looking folks. They just got some issues over there right now, and I'm glad I'm not having to figure it out.
I like our issues.
Yes, I do too.
At 2-0, I like our issues a whole lot better. We're going to take a timeout, and we're going to come back and take a look at the first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, it wasn't real hot, but it was really humid.
Yeah, it was very humid. I was really worried about the
Same
weather
here.
about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It cleared out, and I watched the weather right before I went out, and the weatherman did say it was going to dissipate, so that's exactly what happened.
And I like that word, dissipate.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, captains for tonight's game in the all-black uniforms.
You got Spencer Cross, Tristan Fuller, Cole Jackson, and Austin Bennett.
We start talking about stingers of the game that we're going to show afterwards, and we start talking about the big plays. Good golly, just everybody on this team, special teams, defense, offense, the black shirt defense, the pound and shoot offense. Carrollton, as you can see, won the toss. They declined. So we're going to receive to start the game, which worked out really well for us the first 3 drives of the game.
Yeah, we always like to play defense
Yes.
first, but in this case, I knew that was going to be the case if they won the toss,
Right.
because they were going to play defense first if they won the toss. And they had a good kicker, and he's kicked it in the end zone most of the time, and I think he did all night.
Yeah, he is good. He handles all their kicking duties, Christian Ramirez. So we're going to start out on a 20-yard line. This is a really nice drive. Watch this pound and shoot offense. Watch Robbie's Raiders. Jack DeFord, Truett Moss, Spencer Cross. A little bubble screen out here on the left-hand side. And this is the Kalen Riley, Carson Brown opening to this game.
Yeah, we stack them out here, and if they're not going to put the 2 out here, we're going to throw it out here every time. And then we throw a screen out here to Carson, and it doesn't look like a huge play, but it's 4 and 5 yards, and that's what we're gunning for every snap.
Drew McIntyre at right guard and Austin Stout at right tackle. That's your Robbie's Raiders. Nice play here. They came from the outside, messed up the handoff. Unfortunately, Kalen jumped on top of it.
Yeah, it's about the only mix-up we had early.
Well, that was a good defensive play by
It
them.
was. Run the draw here. We put this in this week because of their third and long defense, and that was a good run by Cole.
I'm calling him the hammer, and he can lower. He
That
can
was a
lower his
big-
shoulders.
That was a big first down for us there.
But Cole gets his pads low and delivers a blow when he's running the ball. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation.
We come back with the same play, and Calhoun gets a good run. Again, we're getting, 10 yards a pop so far, or 8, 9 yards.
I'm not going to argue with you. Nice push up front. Calhoun reading the play faking well, and then look at 28 break tackles and then deliver a blow. Yeah, 1st and 10, Cole. You're right. 2 right, 2 left.
Oh, another screen out here to Carson, and again, get about 3 yards.
But it was a good quick move at the point of reception to get those extra 2 yards. And nice voice inflection by Calhoun. Their defense is a little happy. Let's make it 1st and 5. Did a lot of substituting with your wide receivers, keeping bodies fresh on a humid night.
Yes, we did, and then we got Landon in here for a little bit, running the H-back stuff, and get another 8 yards.
Yeah, they don't know whether to follow him. They don't know if he's going to lead the ball or if he's just sealing on the backside. That time he leads. Good hard run. That offensive line is getting a push. 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. And look downfield, and then we're going to scramble.
Running the quarterback draw there. That was a call play, and good job. And they like to play some man-to-man on 3rd down, so we felt like the draw was going to be a good play. First time we've had our sumo package in this year.
And it worked real well.
Run a little power. Good run by Cole.
Dustin Harris is up there leading the way, and then Cole pounding up right behind him. And he just riding Dustin's hips right to the goal line. Calhoun.
Good job by Calhoun finding the seam there. He fakes to the fullback and then finds the seam there.
You watch that play, the defense just went with Cole Jackson. And Calhoun did, as you said, a good job. I thought Calhoun read the defense really well and made the nice play fakes. Tight extra point formation, Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding, and the perfect Alex Flores kicking as it's on its way to Uthkaloga. We lead 7-0.
Good drive, obviously. 80-yard drive, and I can't remember how many plays.
I had 12.
12 plays. And
422.
that's good.
Yeah, you'll take that.
We have a sky kick here by Alex, and obviously it's not what we wanted. We kick it out of bounds, but
He gets some beauties later on in the game. Some beauties. Well, I think Darwin comes in.
Darwin did, yeah.
They line up in their pistol shotgun formation, and this is the guy everybody's afraid of, and that is probably his longest gain of the night right there.
That's what I was going to say. He got about 4 yards there. And
It gets less.
yeah.
Watch this defense. This black shit. Look at it. There's no push by their offensive line because our guys are just take over the line of scrimmage. And
Really, they got, the right guard's 290, the right tackle's 305. They get a little smaller on the other side, but they got some good-looking kids.
the right tackle looks like a pro player. Look at that. They drop back to pass. This is not what they want to do, and I thought this was a design scramble all the way. And this is the quarterback's biggest rushing play of the night, too, I believe.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. He's kind of scary, not throwing the football, but rushing the football. He's pretty scary.
Motion, they do a lot of this with the wide receiver. Handoff to Terrell. He bangs up in there, and folks, he gets 2 yards, but he pays for it. Got the illegal procedure against him. That's going to back him up, make it 1st and 15. That's going to put it at their 48-yard line. 1st down. Quarterback pump fake, throws one down the field. Nice move, good catch. Decent coverage, just a tall kid that can go up and get the ball.
Yeah, we bid on the short route there, and number 9's a good player. I tell you, he's 6'4", and I tried to get it to him as much as I could. 21, he's their backup tailback, and I think we hold him to a yard here.
Yeah, I think that was Blaine on the bottom of that. Just hanging on to that ankle. He wasn't going to get loose.
They got some no back and run the speed sweep with
Number 2.
number 2, and I don't know why he cuts that up. If I was him, I'd try to outrun us.
Well, Big number 44, Landon Rice, put him in a bear hug and put him on terra firma quick.
So it's third down here.
They freeze us.
We knew they were going to run verticals right here. This is 4 verticals, and I thought we did a good job making. Well, they had a penalty here.
Yes. Illegal procedure again. Backs them up another 5 yards. But you knew they were going to run 4 receivers straight down the field.
And I thought we did a good job. Makes him throw a perfect ball, and he did, and they just dropped it there.
That's a tough catch. Yeah. Tough pass, tough catch. They line up for a field goal. They have a nice kicker.
Yeah, he does. That was a good kick. I didn't know if he could make it or not, but what was that, a 44-yarder? 43-yarder?
Yeah, 43-yarder, 7-3. Actually, the kid that snaps on the punts does a better job on punts than he does on the field goals.
Yeah.
Extra points. Well, field goals. They didn't get any extra point attempts. And once again, Ramirez is going to line up and going to boot this ball deep. And we've seen that many times in the past.
Yes, we have.
And the young man that did it really, really well had a good Saturday.
Yes, he did.
Adam Griffith. Throw it out here on the left-hand side, another bubble screen, and this, like we said, this is the Calhoun Carson show. 3 receivers, I formation on the right-hand side. Ran this formation a lot, Coach.
Yeah, we thought they had problems with that formation. Good job by Calhoun on the run.
I think they had problems with their offensive line and their rushing offense. Big gain. Let's give it to Olico. Nice stutter step, cuts back to the left-hand side, and Coach, number 4 sees the field really well.
I think Olico made some improvements running the football from last week. I think he's kind of seeing the game a little bit better now. You know, people got to remember he's just a 10th grader.
That was Jarrett Carden.
Yep.
Instead of taking it back inside, saw the opening outside on that bubble screen and went downfield.
They call holding on us. If there's one disappointing thing from last night, we got to cut down on the penalties, and I'll look at those real good and see what the problem is.
Had 9 the first week. I don't know if we reached that number this week.
No, I think we had 7.
Yeah, okay. So you're making progress.
Yeah. We need to get it down to 2 or 3.
Well, they jump off sides. We get 5 of those yards back. Give it to Olico. Nice defense, particularly from the weak side of Carrollton's right side defense. We've got it at our 49-yard line. Going to be 2nd down. Drop straight back. Go to flare out here to Olico. Oh, nice move with those quick feet. Get downfield to the 40-yard line.
We'll get our sumo package in. I think it's 3rd and short.
Yes, it is.
And the quarterback sneak for a 1st down.
I can't remember the last time we took this many snaps from under center.
Yeah.
The variety's good. Variety is the spice of life.
Get our 2 tight end package in. We didn't show that last week versus Dalton, so this is a change up and they're having a hard time adjusting to it.
Olico does a couple stutter steps and finds a little bit of a seam and gets up to their 35-yard line. They're playing a 3-man front, and you're going to see the second half they really commit to stopping the run with a 4-man front. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers right, double tight end, Landon tight end right, Gyra tight end left. Puts his shoulder down, tries to get north-south. They try to strip the ball, and then he ends up picking another 4 or 5 yards up.
That's good hard running by Olico.
We get to call his name for 2+ more years, Coach.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Yes, it will be. Give it to Cole, right-hand side, nice cut. Has an opening, bounces off. He's to the sideline. He's thinking about getting into the end zone. They said he stepped out at the 3.
That was a good blocking up front. Good run by Cole, good hard running. Get it down at the 3. And
Cole to the left, gets in there, does a little jump over one guy. They stop him at about the 2-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Fake to Cole, and then Calhoun reads it nice, steps inside the crashing outside linebacker, and we lead 13-3. 2 80-yard drives, 12 plays apiece. I mean, it's just like put it in a copy machine. Let's do it again.
that was good execution.
Yeah.
On the offensive side, especially up front. And I think Caden's doing a good job running the offense.
Drew snapping, Thomas holding, and Alex, perfect extra point. Alex is now 5 for 5 on the season. We lead 13-3, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. So that
It's 14-3. Somebody's having a problem up there.
yeah, 14, yeah.
They get a penalty. They roughed the kicker, I think. I
Yes.
don't remember seeing that. So we kick it deep, and Alex does a good job getting it in the end zone.
He gets a touchback. They line up in their pistol shotgun formation, sweep to the left-hand side, trying to get him out there. And that was
Jira.
yes.
And Colby Reynolds making a hit. I thought Colby played much better for us at free safety. Jira, you have to look at that play on closely, but Jira made a great play there.
He did it, yeah. Forced the runner back inside, pursuit catches up.
Go bootleg and force him to throw the ball, and that's a good job by Colby Reynolds making a pick.
Colby reacted to the tip ball, did the tip drill well, and we take over at their 38-yard line. We're in business.
So they've got some issues with the stack look. They're really confused, and I think we did a good job of running that. We got 7 yards here, or 6.
Second and short. Kalen does a good job of faking to the running back. Cole Jackson goes to the left-hand side.
3rd down right here, and another good job by Kalen getting the first down.
Down to their 25-yard line. They actually spotted at the 26. A couple of spots I wasn't real in favor of. Tried to bounce it outside. Jeez, does he run hard. Look at that.
That's good, hard running. He just, number 4 is committed, that corner that tried to come up and make the tackle. He's committed to Georgia Tech. He's a really good corner.
That's a 6-yard gain when it should have been none or one.
Yep.
Cole Jackson hammering his defense. Put Olico Dennis in. Nice 1-2 punch here, don't we?
Yes, we do. And the best thing about it is they pull for each other when they're not in the game. And that's a credit to those kids. We throw the vertical down here to Landon Rice. Good read by Landon there.
Good read by Kalen. And that's a big target.
Kalen, sorry.
Yeah.
Good read by Kalen.
Give it to Olico. He's going to bounce outside, and he goes in untouched. Jackets push it to 20-3, and this play works out great.
It's like you said, Olico sees the field very, very well.
Oh, yeah. Tight extra point formation. We got a guy way on the lower right, wide open, and with just a little bit too much oomph.
Well, I'm going to have to tell Thomas that, if I'm going to give him free range, he's got to make the throw. We're going to have to work on that, I guess.
20-3, and this is a nice sky kick from left to right. This thing is high.
If we could get it just a little bit deeper, Darwin kicks one in the second half, just perfect. But that's not bad. I'd rather them have it at the 35 than put it in number 2's hand, have to tackle him in space.
Black shirt defense on the field. The pound and shoot offense is giving them a big lead, and they're going to pin their ears back. Look at Gyra coming in from the outside.
Our defense is very, very physical. After on Christian East, we had a helmet issue. Gyra came out of the game for something. I don't know if it's a helmet issue, but
I remember it being that. They pounded straight up the middle, and I was surprised how much they used number 2 as a between the tackles runner instead of trying to get him on the flank. Of course, I don't think they can get to our flank the way we set the edge with Thomas and Will Conley.
that was a good play by Dustin Harris, nose guard. He got knocked down, got back up, made the tackle. 4th and inches.
They go for it. They're down.
And there's Cole Jackson making the play with Conley finishing up for a big stop.
Huge stop. We take over on downs. 3 receivers in the I formation to the right. Pump fake. And give Carrollton credit. They got a rush so where Kalen saw the guy open.
Yeah, they played that very well.
And then they get a holding against us on top of it, which they're going to decline this penalty because of the sack.
Yeah, this is where we get sloppy.
Yes.
We're looking very good for the first few drives that we had, and then we try to finagle them a little bit and go deep on them, and actually it didn't work. And we get a sack, and we throw a screen out here to Cole, and good play, get about 6-7 yards, and they call a late hit. I have to look at that closely.
I think it was a good call, Coach. We came in late, and we really KO'd one of their guys standing on the sidelines, and this was a legitimate call.
That was McIntyre. McIntyre being too aggressive, I guess.
That's all right.
Yeah.
He was getting a little grizzly love. 3 receivers up top to the left wide side, shotgun. Calhoun drops back.
Run the draw.
Design quarterback draw.
And again, we get some big yardage.
We're up to our 47-yard line.
And this is where, obviously, I guess we need to work on this. But, you know, Calhoun kicks one down to the 5 last week.
Yes.
And,
Well, you know, a lot of guys give number 20 credit because he picks that ball up, he sees it rolling, and he realized it bounced right up to him, so he gets a great return. And like you said, the pooch kicks, punts worked real well last week. That was just a little low.
yep, we need to work on it a little more. But number 20 is a good player. I went
Yes.
to school with his dad.
Oh, did you?
At West Georgia. He number 20 is a really good player.
A little bit of an errant snap. The quarterback will probably tell you should have had it, but once he made that step to the left, the black shirt's all over. It really disrupted the
This
play.
was a good stop by our defense, forcing a. I think they forced a field goal
Yes.
here. No, he missed this field goal, didn't he? Yep, because he kicked one right before half.
Right before half. Yeah. Black shirt defense doing a good job at stopping a quarterback on a design draw.
So it's 3rd and long. And
Yes.
we like putting them in this situation, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's just a real nice.
We force a field goal here, and you know, after watching the Dalton film, I know they're feeling that pressure a little bit because
The snap wasn't real good. The hold got down late, and he misses it wide right.
yep,
Good stop by the black shirts.
great stop. That was a big play in the game. You know, the game's a little bit different if it's 20-10.
I agree. We run a bubble screen to the right-hand side. They defensed it well.
Yeah, we just missed a block out there and they made a tackle.
2nd and 14 from our own 16. Looking downfield, can't find anybody. Calhoun's going to pull it down, scrambles, and that's one of those situations. Nice coverage downfield, and they tackle Calhoun after a short gain, about 3-yard gain. Rolls to the left-hand side, and if we catch this one, Coach,
This is a good job by Calhoun.
Yes.
Scrambling and keeping the eyes downfield. And a good throw, we just got to make the catch right there.
we took our eyes off just last. He knew he had an opening. That would have been a 1st down. It brings up a 4th down.
We got Jonah Landry in here punting, and Jonah continues to get better for us punting. He's our backup punter, and that's great coverage. I don't know who makes that tackle. Who's that? Christian East?
Christian East, yeah. Number 9.
Christian's a great special team player, and he's a backup linebacker for us.
Well, 9 thought he had an opening. That was a good hang time by Jonah Landry. Throw the ball down the left-hand side. We got good coverage. And Ethan had his 2nd pick, but give the receiver credit. He played DB well against Ethan. Ethan read that well. We had good coverage. Give to the running back. There's Will Conlon. Look at that. Setting the edge and making the tackle. Coach, their speed was a non-factor, or else we're just a whole lot faster than we think we are.
Well, I think we're getting faster as the game goes. You know, we're catching up with game speed now. Early in the Dalton game, I think, you know, it took us a while because you can't simulate game speed in practice. It's very difficult. We forced them to punt the football, and this is the one we thought Chad should have caught. No, not this one, but
The other one.
you know, the kid has punted the ball extremely well in the first 2 films, and you'll see one later. He's like a rocket.
They should put passengers on that punt.
Well, right before halftime here, we got our own 15, and I talked to Coach Davis about running the football. But it might be a little over a minute to go.
1:33 when we got it.
Don't force anything. Run the ball. If we get a big run, then we can see what happens. And we do a good job here, and then they throw a penalty on them for personal foul, so we get a 15-yard penalty. Now we got it at the 45-yard line. Now we get in our 2-minute mode.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jackets after they mark off this penalty. And we're going to get a good play on this play. And you're thinking, we're going to get points right here.
Yep.
Calhoun looks right, scrambles, goes back left, gets it outside, crosses midfield, and gets down inside to about their 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
That was a very good decision by Calhoun. He didn't have much on the outside, and he poured it down and ran it. We're under screen right here. Got another big play.
Down the sideline he goes, and we've got a penalty that's going to bring this back. We get it down to the 2-yard line.
They called a penalty on Truitt, and I just saw it. That was a bad call. Truitt and Carson Brown down there about the 5-yard line. So we really had 2 penalties.
Yeah, Carrollton was going to take one of these penalties. Obviously, they're going to take the penalty and back there. And if you'll notice, at the game, there were 2 of their players just laying on the field where they'd gotten hit hard.
Mm-hmm. So instead of having it at the 5, we're still in good shape. We're first and 12, 13 at the 45-yard line. I think there's about 40 seconds to go in half. I'm not mistaken.
Exactly, right.
So we still feel like we're in good shape, at least get a field goal.
Freeze them at the line of scrimmage. We have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. We're in shotgun formation.
And this is just a bad throw by Kalen, and he knows it because we had Chaz open. A good call by Coach Davis, and he just overthrows him.
Yeah, overthrow. You're right. They get the pick at the 20-yard line, and back they come the other way. Now they're thinking about getting points before the half. They get it all the way to our 45-yard line. So that turnover is going to lead to them being a little happy here. They get the ball back with 27 seconds left.
Still, 27 seconds with their offense, I still feel like we're in good shape.
They have a new quarterback in.
Yeah.
They do a down and out here to the right to the 31-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10.
Actually, that's the brother of last year's quarterback.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. Last year's quarterback's playing at West Georgia.
He was a good quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
Managed the game, a good size kid. They drop back, trying to set up a screen. They find number 2, and what a nice open field tackle.
Good play by Will, and they call roughing the passer. I'll have to go back and look at that.
They call that on Gyra, and I tell you what, Coach, that was an iffy call.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I mean, he wasn't headhunting. And Iron Mike he pleads his case with the official, but it's a done deal by then. When the yellow letter's on the field, it's over.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to pick it up.
No. 1st and 10 at our 13-yard line.
So we got to stop them here. I think there may be about, 10 seconds, maybe 12, 13.
Yes, I believe it was about 10, yeah. Yeah, I think they put it back to 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback rolls to the left-hand side, looking for somebody in the end zone.
This is a good tackle right here to keep him out of the end zone. There's about 2 seconds left on the clock, and we forced a field goal, which I thought was a great defense. And like I said earlier, 20-6 is a whole lot better than 20-10.
Well, we said that they're going to go for the field goal, which they get the field goal to make it a 2-score game, but that was a good stop. We go in at halftime leading 20-6, and you're probably pretty happy with the team. I know you're not happy with the way from the second part of the second quarter ended offensively, but overall, you're pretty happy.
Yeah, I am somewhat. We should have been up 28-3 or 35-3, and I didn't want them hanging around.
Right.
And that was what worried me about the second part of the second quarter. We didn't finish off the first half, and really concerned me a little bit at halftime that they got a little bit of momentum, but we came out in the second half and did what we needed to do.
The exact opposite of the previous week's game.
Yes.
Dalton left points on the board. Mm-hmm. We got happy in the second half and won.
Yep.
Now, what do you talk to the guys about keeping Carrollton from getting happy? Or, are there any adjustments?
No, not really, because we're playing well. We're doing what we do offensively, and defensively, we just need to keep doing what we're doing. And we didn't make many adjustments at all, just stay in what we were doing and execute a little better.
And keep hydrating.
Yeah, because it was humid.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Just sit back in that Barker Lounger. You're going to see the pride of Georgia's Northland, the best doggone band in the land, 272 strong, the Marching Yellow Jackets, led by band director Michael Clark. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
School Marching Yellow Jackets under the field direction of Miss Sarah Green. Tonight the band will perform Light 'Em Up, Brick House, Hey Pachuco, and Let It Be, with soloists by Miss Anna Mano, Garrison Baker, Bradley Weaver, Dallas Sims, Taylor Strickland, John Ledbetter, Drew Rowell, James Doan, and Miss Unique Sardinetta. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back, Yellow Jacket fans, to the second half. Coach, 6 possessions, 3 TDs. The first 3 times you had the ball, 2 80-yard drives, and then a 39-yard drive. Pretty good start to the ball game. The Black Shirts are dominating, and the pound and shoot offense is just doing a good job.
Yeah, we had a good first half except the latter part, so we got to finish this off. We're up 20-6, and just do what we do and keep doing what we're doing, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, Carrollton's going to get the ball to start the second half, and then we do a sky kick here to open the second half. And this is a good sky kick.
This is Darwin Lom, and he is perfect. If we can get it right there at the 25-yard line and about had a turnover.
Well, they heard the thundering feet of the Yellow Jackets coming down the field.
You can't ask for a better kick than that.
No, that's perfect. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Got the starting quarterback back in there. They hand to Mr. Jarvis Terrell, I believe it is. He doesn't.
I told the kids at halftime they're really, really close to just tucking their heads and not playing hard anymore, and we needed to make that happen early.
And we are. They pound number 2 back up into the right side, and he's got no place to go, folks. Tristan Fuller, Landon Rice. I mean, just pick out your favorite number because they're in on the tackle. We come with a blitz. They throw a little down and out here to the right-hand side. Good play.
I thought they should have measured this. I
I
was
did
really
too.
surprised they gave him a first down. At least measure it.
It was a generous spot. Very generous. Illegal procedure against Carrollton is going to back them up 4 yards. So they're going to start from their own 29. This is their 3-receiver formation with the wing and a couple split ends. Cut back there, and this is a new running back, number 21. He gets a good cut
Yeah, that was a good run. That was probably their longest
of the
run
second
of
half.
Of the second half.
Yeah, they're done now. It's over. So they try on the left-hand side. Look at Will Conley. Look at that. Jeez Louise. The man's a machine, Coach.
He is a good player. And there's Blaine. I guess we're going to have to work on that a little bit.
Dustin Harris came out and talked to him. Just settle down, settle down. It was good. Alrighty. They're in the shotgun formation. They freeze us at the line of scrimmage. Can they get the quarterback for flinching like that when he's doing his voice inflection for illegal procedure?
Yes, they can.
That's what I thought too. Drops back, throws it over the middle. Ooh!
Good hit by Balin there.
Balin laid the wood to him. It stung him a little bit.
Little stinger.
Yeah.
We forced him to punt the football. And, this is the one I think Chaz should have caught.
Yeah, this one goes off to the right.
Yeah.
Gets good hang time. And this is one of those situations where, you're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't.
And Chaz knows. Chaz is a pretty heady player. He knows he should have caught the football.
He had to go a long ways to catch that.
And he does that well in practice. And they start playing a little defense here on us.
Well, they commit to the run, 4-man front.
Way on the 3-yard line. And actually, they got about
Six
up there. And
Well, you're inside the 5. They should have 6 up there.
so we throw a little screen on 3rd down. I think we got a big play, but Calhoun throws the ball behind him just a little bit because there's nobody out there.
No, there isn't. We got a good block out there, and if he leads him, we got a good lane.
No chance.
Yeah, going to bring up 4th down. Now this is a good punt.
Yeah, this was Darwin. Good snap by Drew.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. This is a good hang time. Look at this.
Very good coverage by our pride team. Our pride team, we work really, really hard on our pride team, and I think they've done a good job so far.
They have 1st and 10 at our 46. Bring the big wide receiver. That kid's a good size, number 12.
He is. Big hit by Tristan Fuller.
Stayed home. Just put the wood to him and get a 1.5 gain.
Then they start putting 2 here, a little speed sweep action, and fake it to him and run the quarterback, and nothing.
Pick out your favorite number, folks. They're in on the tackle. There's no place to go. They give them a yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, long 7, short 8. Good pressure on the quarterback.
And there it is.
The pick by Austin Bennett, and he's off to the races. He's at the 20-yard line. They're not gonna catch him. Makes a little turn to the left, and they don't catch him.
Number 2's chasing him pretty hard. Number
Yes,
2
he
came
was.
from about 25 yards.
But Austin Bennett showing good foot speed. I was kidding him afterwards. I was touching the calf on his leg, and I said, man, those things are hot.
Good play by our dad. Obviously a big play in the game. You know, they're driving and make it 27-3, which is a lot different. I mean 6, which is a lot different than 20-6.
That's called flipping the field.
Yes, it is.
Quick, Coach.
Quickly. One of the bad things, the defense got to go back out there again.
You're right. You're right. But they'll gladly go out. This is a good sky kick,
We
Coach.
sky kick it again, and
26?
26. Very good job right
You'll
there.
take that, won't you?
Every time.
Number 47 was down there. Did you see him knock that guy on his keister?
Bryson Bush on 14's a very good special team player.
14, 47, yeah, Christian East.
There's a speed sweep, and there's
That's your nose guard out there running down number 2.
yep.
The huntsman doing it. And the rest of the guys on the left-hand side are fantastic. Got the other quarterback in there, number 8. Pump fake, throws it out here. Well, he didn't throw it out there. We sacked him. Yep. He faked me out.
I can't remember what they call here.
Yeah, let me get caught up here
Oh,
on
they call holding.
Yeah.
Oh, they called holding on us. I remember that now. I wasn't too happy about that.
No.
Called it on Ethan
Yep.
Woodard in the secondary.
Yeah, that was downfield. I missed that play. I was watching quarterback get sacked. Quarterback rolls. Oh my gosh! Did you see him get hit at the end of that
Yeah.
play?
I think that was Tristan. That was a big hit by Tristan. That was a good throw by the quarterback, though,
Yes.
under pressure.
Yeah, it was. Bad snap. He loses his feet, and he goes down. The artificial turf worms reached up and got him. Yeah, with all the rain, we don't worry about the playing surface, do we?
I tell you, with all the rain we got this week, I was glad we had turf.
Oh, I guess. Little curl pattern there. It doesn't go for anything. Going to force him to punt. Good snap. Puts his foot in the ball. We're doing outside contain. And this ball is a short kick. And the referee's going to go on a long walk. We get the ball 1st and 10 at our own 34-yard line. 3:58 left in the third quarter. And Cole had a lane.
The turf monster got us that time.
Yeah, he did. But that's okay.
Yeah, we got a good scene there. He wish he had that over.
We had a good push.
That's a good job by Calhoun. Good read for about 5 yards. We got third and 5.
Yes.
This was a good call by Coach Davis.
Double tights.
We faked the pass. Fake the run, throw the little pass out here to Landon for first down.
I'll tell you what, he is a big target. Good hands, good soft hands.
Yes.
2 receivers left to right. 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line.
Throw screen out here, and Malik wish he had that over.
He saw the hole.
Yeah.
He saw the lane. You got Gyra as an H-back.
Yeah, drivers are back up in there to Landon. Oh, it's a good cut by.
Great cut.
Very good run there by the Cole.
2 good cuts.
So it's 3rd and 5 again.
At their 40-yard line. 2 left. 2 right. Scramble to the left-hand side. And then I talked to Kalen after the game, and he said, the humidity, the ball was so wet.
The
It
ball it was getting slippery.
He said just slipped out of his hand. That goes as a sack. I think we take a timeout here.
It's 4th down. We got to punt the ball.
Okay. Tight punt formation. Another great snap by Drew. It's good hang time, Coach.
Nice by Darwin. 16, 17-yard line.
Yes.
Good protection, good snap by Drew.
1:19 left. They have it at their own 18-yard line. Toss sweep to the left-hand side and pick them out. I'll tell you what, Will Conley still hasn't been knocked off his feet. He took on 2 blockers. They had to cut back. Will the thrill. Get to the tailback. He cuts.
This is the one I thought he got loose, and here comes Thomas making a big play.
Big open field tackle.
If Thomas don't tackle him, I don't know. He may score.
Well, Ethan Woodard was there. He was fronting him up. But as you say, the guy is fast. Little
Nice.
hitch pattern on the right-hand side.
Good job by Tristan and
Will Conlon.
was Spectre, I believe.
Was that Spectre, Baylor?
He's playing corner.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes the jerseys get pulled up.
Yeah. 18 and 13 look very similar.
Austin Bennett, the captain of the defense, saying we're going to decline the penalty.
4th down, forcing the punt.
This is going to end the third quarter, so they're going to punt on the first play of the fourth quarter.
Is this the one where he booms it?
Oh, yes, Coach.
77?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. All righty, he's going to flip the field on us. Watch his punt take off, folks. I mean, you can, the flight attendants need to be delivering food and drinks on this flight. I mean, he kicked it over our head. And right now, Jazz is running with his back to the team coming down the field. He doesn't know how close they are to him. And you don't want to.
No, that's a tough call. That wasn't his fault. We had him lined up, and this is a great run by Calhoun.
Calhoun jumps over a couple guys from the 1 yard line. Stiff arm. He's down to the 40. He's across midfield. And that is a 58, 59 yard run. And we have flipped the field twice on this team quickly.
We're blocking up front. We run the counter. Good run by Alico, finding the hole for about 4 yards, it looks like.
That's the old Joe Gibbs counter tray with your backside offensive line pulling. We've got it at their 38 yard line.
We start milking some clock here, which
Yes,
I think we did a good job with that.
Yeah, we only have 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, Coach.
That was a good run by Alico. Good execution up front. They're knocking them off the ball up front.
And then the running backs are knocking them backwards when they come to tackle us. Got the big boy in there, number 44. Goes in motion to the right. We're going to follow him this time. Nice cut at the line of scrimmage. Puts his shoulder down, keeps digging, and gets down to about the 26 yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 Jackets.
What I like about Alico right there is he's covering the ball up with both arms, which is very good for
Sophomore.
a young running back.
Over the right-hand side as he follows Drew McIntyre and Austin Stout. Spencer across the center. Landon goes in motion to the right. Calhoun pulls the ball, goes to the left, follows Landon. Nice open field tackle by 47. Got us by the ankles. Yeah, we're doing a good job milking the clock
Got
here.
Sumo in.
The big boys. Heavy to the right.
This is where Alico's got to follow us, blocking, but he'll learn.
Yeah, he's got to follow Big 73. 3 receivers to the right, I formation. Come back to the left-hand side.
This is a good job by Calhoun. We had a touchdown with Cole on the wheel route.
Yes.
But he took what they gave us for the first down throw, about a 4 yard hitch route to Carson.
Alico jumps over him, gets it down to the 9 yard line. Folks, watch the cut on this play. He sees the field, his vision's good. He goes back to right hand side, then he gets outside and accelerates. Look at that. Then turns it north-south.
He's getting better every game.
Yes, he is. Touchdown for Alico Dennis. He has 2 rushing touchdowns. Calhoun had 2 rushing touchdowns. Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding, and the bullet sends that ball back to Thomas. And the extra point's good. Alex Flores, perfect on the season, extra points.
Yep.
5:35 left, and this one's in the book, folks. It's done. Run the clock.
Yes, it is. We're trying to get out of here.
We're going to do another sky kick, this time from left to right. Darwin Lom doing the kicking. He does this well, Coach.
Yeah, he's getting better at it. He's struggled with it early, but this is his first year ever playing football.
Yes.
So, he's learning the game, and he really don't know how good he could have been if he'd played 4 years.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at their own 35. They get a yard or 2 gain. They're going to spot it at 36. Yeah, with the way he's doing sky kicks, if you're not going to put it in the end zone every time, if he gets it down to the 25, it's as good as kicking it in a touchback, almost. We're turning it over to the black shirt defense, and you guys got 4 quarters of play, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Good 4 quarters. Pump fake, try to hit the guy in the seam, and they did. They found number 12. That's a big kid.
That was one of the better plays of the night.
For them, it was. Still in our stacked 3-5 defense. Give to the running back. He has no place to go. Dances to the right. When he dances to the right, his dance card is filled up with a lot of gold hats. Yeah, you look at this team, they're pretty good. They've substituted their right tackle. Yeah, they did. Oh, there he is.
That was a big sack by Grayson Tilley. Glad to see that.
The first 5 plays he was on the field, he had negative yardage on 3 of them. That's a backup. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Grayson Tilley doing a job. And the smallest guy on the defensive line, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice. Got stymied there by the middle of the line, then Tristan and a bunch of other black shirt defenders just corral him and bring him to the ground. They're at midfield.
Forcing to punt the ball here again.
Put it up in the air. We're going to return this one. He says, I'm tired of watching these balls bounce around.
That's a good job not taking a big hit. We saw a lot of white shirts.
He got down to the ground. 2:13 left in the ball game. 1st and 10 at our own 19. You're thinking about calling that victory play.
Well, we get Bryson Bush on some carries in there. But Bryson was hurt a couple of weeks in preseason, so we got to get him caught up. But he's a good running back as well. He runs hard.
Yeah, that's him right again. Yeah. Two successive plays. So he dishes it out on defense, and then he dishes it out on offense, and now we run the victory plays. 1st and 10 at our own 34-yard line. We're going to have to snap it one more time. I'll give the head referee credit. He took his time resetting the clock, so we don't have to do but just 2 of these victory plays. And that'll do it, folks. The Yellow Jackets victorious over the visiting Carrollton Trojans. I would have not backed anybody's bet that we would have won by this big a spread. I thought this was going to be a close game. Most everybody I talked to thought the same.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was going to come down to the 4th quarter, and this game was over in the middle of the 2nd quarter.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Good feeling, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, let's take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll do stingers of the game.
Okay.
Highlight plays. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back, Yellow Jacket fans, to the stingers of the game, the plays of the game, and Coach Colby Reynolds fighting some injury issues. Boy, it's nice to see him back and being productive on the field.
Yeah, he had ankle surgery back in the spring, and he's just now getting back to 100%. He made a big play there.
Runs the tip drill perfectly and comes up with a pick, puts the Jackets in good field position. Yeah, what can you say about Bam Bam?
Yeah.
Austin Bennett.
Austin Bennett.
Gets his 2nd pick of the year and puts a little icing on the cake here. Picks this ball off at the 35-yard line, and he's off to the races, and he's after it. And I'll tell you what, I think he can feel number 2 breathing down the back of his neck, but he gets 6.
Good run by Austin, good play. I know we don't work any ball drills linebacker-wise, but he made a great play there.
They pinned us onto one. Kalen fakes, steps over the center. Great block by Spencer Cross. A little stiff arm here, and down the field he goes. Up the sideline, and he gets a 58-yard run, and that's called flipping the field, Coach, and we've got great field position.
I thought for a minute he was going 99.
Yeah, they were coming after him. Outstanding game once again. How did we come out of it health-wise?
We're good. We got a couple of x-rays on some fingers, but other than that, we're good. And then I found out last night that David Prater's got a concussion, so, minor injuries. Obviously, a concussion is not minor, but
exactly.
We got to keep an eye on David, and then a couple of x-rays and some pinkies, but other than that, we're okay.
I think finger injuries in football are like missing teeth in hockey.
Yeah.
It's just something that happens every week. Once again, I didn't see any cramping issues. You've got to be happy with the conditioning level of this team.
Yeah, it was very humid last night, and I was really, really pleased. I'm pleased with where we are conditioning-wise, and we run them good on Monday and Tuesday, and I tell you, Tuesday was a very, very hot day. And we were in full gear, and then Wednesday was very hot too. Wednesday was a shorter practice because of the storms that came in, but it was hot, and Wednesday afternoon after practice, that's when we really start getting their legs back under them, and I think they handle the conditioning very well.
I like the all-black uniforms. I know black tends to make your team not look as big as it does in white uniforms. This team, your team passes the eye test. They look big. They're doing well.
Well, it goes back to the, summer workouts and what they do in the weight room.
Right.
I think Coach Hobb does a tremendous job in the weight room. The kids love lifting weights. They can say what they want to, but they love coming to summer workouts, even though it's hard. But they've done a good job in the weight room, and it pays off for sure.
49th consecutive home victory, 9th consecutive regular season victory. We're starting streaks all over. And speaking of streaks, we open region play as we go to Gordon Central next week, and we have a 100 consecutive game win streak in region play. We are shooting for our 14th consecutive region championship, and it all begins next week at Ratner Stadium.
Yeah, all the preseason games are over.
Yeah.
It's time to play for real now. Every game that we play here on out is going to mean something. Not that the last two didn't mean anything, but as far as our goals and trying to be region champions and trying to be state champions, it's important for us to go out and play every week.
Carrollton thought we played for real last night. Yeah. Okay, so like we said, region play opens up next week at Gordon Central, 7:30 start. Pipeline, how's the Pipeline doing?
Well, our middle school beat Adairsville 42-7 Thursday. We feel like our middle school's got a very good team, and then our JV finally gets to play this week.
This coming week?
Yeah, we're playing Gordon Central at home. We got a doubleheader actually Thursday at home. The middle school plays Woodland out of Cartersville at 4:30, and then the JV will play Gordon Central after that at home Thursday. So I know the JV's finally excited to get to play.
Yeah, they're tired of being a scout team, probably.
Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, the execution of your team on Friday night depends upon how well the scout team does in practice. And obviously, the scout team this past week had a good week of practice.
Yeah, our scout, it's not fun being a scout team
No.
player, but they understand their role on this football team. And now that these guys are going to get to play every Thursday for, 7 weeks in a row, it's going to be fun for those guys.
Exactly. Folks, I know you'd like to see the Boys of Fall. You can watch them anytime you want. And all you have to do is tune into CalhounTDClub.com. You can watch the Boys of Fall. The Yellow Jackets get another victory, and it is sweet. Coach, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Fans, thanks for listening. And thanks to Coach Bill Long's video broadcasting class. They did another outstanding job. We'll be back next week. Yellow Jackets were victorious over Carrollton, 34-6. You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.